is going wrong at Coventry City? Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. Please do try and watch as much of this video as possible because there is quite a lot I want to say. I'll try and fit it all in, but some people like to watch these videos, take away what they can, and that's it for them. But there is a lot to talk about. Now, usually on a Saturday night or a Sunday morning, I might do a bit of a reaction or a roundup of all of the Premier League and Championship action, but today I just wanted to talk about Coventry because it's genuinely put me off football a little bit at the moment. I'm just about to head out. I thought I'd make this video early on the Sunday morning. My feelings have settled a little bit. You know, everyone was feeling pretty raw and annoyed after yesterday's performance. And let's talk about it. Before we do, please be sure to support the video. I won't be setting a like target for this video because I did get told off by a Coventry fan for doing such a thing. Apparently promoting my channel is very bad and it shows that I am chasing clout or something. Just goes to show that how negative some people are at the minute, and I'm in the firing line apparently. Right, let's talk about it. So yesterday, if you didn't see, Coventry City lost 2-1 to Swansea. I thought we wouldn't win, and that's not just me being negative. We never seem to beat them, and the start to the season has been bad, just like in the previous seasons. I've had quite a few comments on that video from neutral fans, like a West Brom fan, I'm not sure, like maybe a Villa fan or something, and they're saying, hang on, why are you getting so carried away? Why do you think you should be winning the league? I never said we're going to win the league, right? I predicted us to make the playoffs this season, and now looking at it, I'm not sure if we will. It's still early days, but the thing is, the expectation is high because look how far we've come. Yes, we were League Two a few years ago, and we are never going to forget where we've come from, but we've got to a point where we are injecting money into this club. We're established, the fans are on board, and everything is pointing towards promotion. It's not just Coventry fans that have predicted us to have a good season this year. Neutrals, I mean, you know, if you watch any other Championship YouTubers, I think Benjamin Bloom, Ben HD, the Second Tier podcast, all had Coventry to have great seasons. And they're not idiots, you know, we're looking at what's in front of us. I think Coventry City do have that potential. And on top of that, of course, the club themselves have done this Premier League package deal where if you get, I don't know, a season ticket, you'll get your next one free when we get to the Premier League. They'd only do that if they thought there was a credible chance we're going to get to the Premier League. Now, just because they've done that, it doesn't mean they have to get us there, because we can't be sure we're going to get there, but we've got to challenge, you know. And last season, after making the playoffs the year before, we didn't make it. And this start to this season is not great. We'll get into the football side of things a bit more in a second, but I wanted to talk about Robins and some of the comments from people on social media and what I think is a bit of a toxic place at the minute. And I just think it really does need de-escalating. Now, I think every football fan is entitled to their view and their vantage point, especially if you're someone who goes to the football games. You can definitely disagree with opinions. Now, I am Robins in, and I will be for a long time, okay? He's done so well for this club, and I honestly can't see anyone doing a better job than him right now. That's my opinion. Now, I don't think I know anyone personally that is Robins out, but there probably is a couple of people that might be, okay? Now, I disagree with them, but I don't think they should be shut down, cancel culture, this, that and the other. I think there's probably a couple people that say it for a reaction. I think there is probably a couple people that are just saying it to stir the pot, and they might not even be Coventry fans, they're just trying to milk things on social media. But there maybe is a few Coventry fans that do want Robins out, and it's not because they hate Coventry. That is just their view of how they think Coventry will get better. They think if Robins goes, we get better. I disagree, but I don't think they should be tarred and feathered and marched through the streets for having that view. I am Robins in. If I saw him down the road, I'm running after him, I'm getting a picture with him, I'm telling him how much I love him and how much he's meant for the club and the community as well. But he's not perfect. You know, he literally, what I loved about his interview yesterday is how honest he was. And to be honest, you know, I'm going to come on to something in a minute where I feel like he is taking the blame for some things that are not his fault. He said, I'll put my hands up, shouldn't have picked the same 11 or 10 from midweek, and I got it wrong. That's a kick up my bum. to be honest, yeah, I like that. You know, no manager's perfect. Even Sir Alex Ferguson lost some games. Brian Clough didn't win every game. But I like that. You know, that's honesty, that's being respectful, and he's looking after his players, which, you know, if you want to see it in this way, that is very good. That is a manager protecting them. My view is I think he should be chucking things around the dressing room, kicking things, really trying to rattle them, because I think we've lost that nasty approach. And I'm not saying we need to start picking on the players every game, because when they play well, I want to cheer them. You know, remember, at the end of the day, every Coventry City fan wants good for the club. We might have our different views on how we get there, but we want the club to do well. We support the club. We pay our money to watch them win. I didn't go yesterday wanting to lose. So it's frustrating. I think two big losses are Dennis Lawrence and AD Vivash, and you can look at, since they've gone, how things have trended downwards. Last season we ended the season in terrible form. There was an excuse, we went on an FA Cup run. Last season we started in poor form. There was an excuse, we'd lost Hamer and Gyökeres. The season before we started slow, and that was because of the pitch. There really is no excuse for a slow start this time round, and the transfer window has shut. So what are we meant to do now with the team we've got? We've got to try and get results. There's no pointing the finger, this, that and the other. Yes, it's a big miss not having Ben Sheaf at the moment, but if this is how bad we are just because we haven't got him, then yeah, we're not really, you know, challengers this season if we need Sheaf to be like the difference between 19th and top 6 or something. Ultimately, I just think the comments I made yesterday, I do stand by them, because it's men against boys. Now, I did have one or two Swansea fans saying after the game, oh, you could have given us a bit more credit. I did. I mean, I did say, well done Swansea, played well, and I did mention a bit of the dark arts in terms of going down, a little bit of time wasting, but ultimately I thought they took their chances really well. I thought the Swansea fans were very impressive, and yeah, well done to them. You know, they could be really decent this season. But the reason I focused more on Coventry after the game is because I am a Coventry fan, remember, and it was really, really poor, and you know, the frustration is boiling. As I say, 27,000 trying to get into the CBS to watch this team challenge for promotion, and really it's looking more like League One football at the moment. There's plenty of quality in there. I do think, you know, if I'm being honest, without Palmer and O'Hare, we lack some creativity. I think now that we haven't got Kelly, McFadzean, Hamer, Gyökeres, we've lost the spine as well. I think we're quite easy to break through down the middle. It's difficult, you know. Robbins has got a real tricky job on his hands right now, and we go to Leeds away next, where I do feel like saying it'd be typical if Coventry now get a result, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Personally, I'm not a manager. I don't know half as much as Mark Robbins, but I think we're going to have to do a similar job to what we did away at them last year. We need to know the dark arts. You know, it's all well and good Coventry fans complaining about Swansea yesterday, how they were time wasting and a couple of challenges. Okay, I get that. I think the referee wasn't good. But sometimes you've got to be a little bit clever, a little bit cynical, and Coventry missed that a bit. You know, time wasting, kicking the ball away. Just those little dark arts that I spoke about, Coventry need to pick up, and maybe that's just due to a fact there's a lack of experience. So, like I say, I really don't want Robbins out. You know, the reason I've put this thumbnail of a picture of Mark Robbins and it says pressure is because there is. You know, that's not me saying, oh, I want Robbins out. I don't want Robbins out, but there is pressure. It is all negative at the minute, and my view, and I think it should be the view of most people, is that the players are letting him down, and ultimately they're throwing him under the bus. Because, I mean, I can't be sure what Doug King is thinking right now, but if by some chance him or Mark Robbins are watching, I want to say a lot of us, most of us, are behind you, and I do feel like we should come good, but I'm sick of this slow starting, and we need to be more aggressive. You know, whether that's the players on the pitch or the people in the dressing room telling them. So I'll leave it there. As I say, I would like to talk about the other Championship and Premier League results from the weekend, but to be honest, I have actually just felt a little bit less interested in the football after this result, because it can put you down, let's be honest. We're football fans, we support these clubs. But yeah, I thought I'd do a bit of a reaction after yesterday, once things have calmed down a little bit. I really do thank you for your great support, by the way, guys. You know, it's incredible seeing so many Coventry fans, but also neutrals supporting the channel. It's really, really appreciated. So please get involved, but share your thoughts. If you're a Coventry fan or not, I do want to know what you guys have to say. But that's it from me. Like I say, not every Coventry fan is going to agree on everything, but let's try and be a little bit respectful, because at the end of the day, we all do support the same goal, that we want to see Coventry City do well. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace out.